Imagine a grocer trying to make his living selling baskets of produce and barrels of flour. He led a prim and proper lady through his store, filling her basket with dry goods, and at last she mentioned, "I think the children would like some crackers." With a helpful smile, he said, "Yes, ma'am. I'll wrap some right up for you." He strolled over to the cracker barrel and lifted the lid. Inside, a rat the size of a fist stared him in the face. He slammed down the lid with a yelp. The lady missed the sight and merely gave him a puzzled frown. He stammered, It seems we don't have any available right now." She sighed, "It's all right. I just wish next time you would order before you run out." "Yes, I am terribly sorry. Will that be all?" "I suppose so." The grocer hurried to the cash register, keeping his eye on the barrel. He rang up her sale, and soon, the prim and proper lady clicked her heels off down the wooden sidewalk. The grocer leaned out the door to see her go, still keeping an eye on the barrel. As she passed the next block, he spotted a group of newsboys perched along the sidewalk across the street. They had finished their morning rounds of passing out papers. Most had learned to read and write as much as they cared to, and so they were continuing their education the direct way, by watching the world go by. Dressed in dingy knickers, dark double-breasted coats, and floppy caps, they looked both formal and ragged at the same time. The grocer gave them a whistle. The tallest boy, Tommy, jogged over. The grocer held up a nickel and said, "Get me Bummer, lickety-split." Now, Bummer is the first of our two famous dogs. You may wonder at the name. Back before people who begged on the street were kindly called homeless, they were called bums, which is short for bummers, which means people who stand around idle and refuse to do work, but instead prefer to take handouts. This particular bummer, the dog by name, liked to take handouts, but unlike the other sort, he also liked to do work. "Come on, Bummer, rap." Bummer growled. He knew he had a job to do. Tommy said, "Get him." Bummer dashed into the store. A small streak of gray shot between barrels and boxes with Bummer close behind. The newsboys pressed noses to the window to watch Bummer at work. A short boy in clean knickers and starched collar trailed in behind, pressing in to get a peek. By the nudges he got, you could see he was not one of them, but a different sort, a schoolboy who had just been released from his studies and had come out of curiosity. Bummer and the rat flashed in and out of the boxes. Bummer growled. The rat shrieked. Then with a snap, there was silence.